Hey, everybody. I just want to tell you something fantastic happened to me recently. I used to teach at community college, and I recently ran into one of my former students down on Fremont. She was bombed, but she still had the wherewithal to tell me that I was the greatest math teacher she ever had. I was her English teacher. So I'm saving the world one student at a time. I'm about ready to go teach high school, so wish me luck. Is high school that exciting? Really? No. Okay. So when I was growing up, my father wore a toupee. He was in this freak foundry accident when he was in his 20s. It literally blew the hair right off his head. It's true. So he was a little self-conscious about being bald. So he wore a toupee, but not any toupee. Lace front toupee. Seriously. I thought it was funny. So he was kind of a snob about it, you know, and he had to make sure he had the right glue so it all fit right. And he'd keep it on this styrofoam head. And so it was a head, and it had a neck and shoulders. And sometimes he would take the head, wait till I went to sleep at night, put it on my dresser, and then poke me awake. I'm still recovering.
Years of therapy.
I've had several, yeah. It's not working for me. But anyway, so he was really a bit of a snob about it. He'd put it on the head and he'd brush it, you know, make sure there's no kinks in the lace. And something must have happened because it went from being the golden child to the second child. You know, when you have your first kid, you put him in a hazmat suit, you throw him in a bubble, and you send him out into the world. Then by the time you have your second kid, they're running around in torn pants, they're snorting formula and trailing E. coli. That's what happened to the toupee. He'd come home from work, he'd rip it off his head, throw it up the stairs, and be like, "Put this shit away." More therapy. I was the second child. I had to live up to my sister's ideals since I was in the womb. This is hard to do. She was in there about 2 years before I was, and when she was there, she was like dancing around, kicking, breaking my mother's ribs, and my mom, for some reason, liked pain, and she was all into this. Then when I was in there 2 years later, nothing. My mom's a Jew, so she's a little prone to hysterics. So when she tells the story, she likes to say, "I thought you were dead in there." Keep in mind that I am the only fetus getting in trouble for not breaking my mother's ribs. So she runs to the doctor, and clearly something is wrong. So he tries to calm her down. He has her listen to my heartbeat, and I have to say this was a pretty strong heartbeat, a really vigorous heartbeat, something any Jewish mother could be proud of. And my mom was like, So she looked to the doctor and was like, "Something is wrong." And he turned to her very seriously, and he said, "Mrs. Rothstein, you have a lazy fetus." Before I go tonight, I just want to say sometimes I get a little nervous when I get up here on stage. And I have to say that as a female comic, I have heard my fair share of dick jokes. And sometimes I feel like I'm in a play, and I'm surrounded by a Greek chorus, and all they're saying is penis, 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 dick. So as a lesbian, I just want to say put it away. Please, put it away. But here's something that happens with women, or maybe I just have odd friends. Sometimes we'll be talking to each other and we'll say, "You know, what would you do if you had a penis? What would you do, right? You know what I would do, right? Seriously, I would totally respect women every single day. So, anyway, I guess I take my time on the stage very seriously, says the comic. And I really do feel like it's a privilege to be able to have a space to share my voice. And my wish for 2015 is that we all share our voices for spreading light. And call me corny, but have a happy new year.